All right, his time is up. Let's start then. Welcome to this orientation for Masters of Business Administration by the Britain University. I'm Dr. Shuhel. I will be your program leader. Today, I will give you an overview of the program, the requirements, what are the things you need to do, right? An overview of the student portal and other facilities and support provided by the Britain University. If you have any question, you can raise your hand or you can ask me straight away. So this presentation will be divided into 5 sections. Mainly, I will start with the partnership and awarding universities, program structure, the program process, program support, and program final degree classification, how you'll be getting your final award. All right, the partnership awarding universities, basically this MBA is a triple award, which is you will be getting 3 certificates from Britain University, located in France, UCAM University, located in Spain, and this is top 10 universities in European Union, according to the Times University ranking. And VAR University, located in Croatia, is another prestigious university in Croatia, right? So you will be getting the triple award, or some cases dual award, depending on the admission, what are the things you have chosen, right? So this would be your sample transcript. So the final certificate, how it look like. The first one is from Britain University. The second one is from Verne University. And the last one is from UCAM, right? This is a sample certificate. Right. I'll start with this entry qualification. All the students who will be studying this MBA need to have at least a bachelor degree from any recognized or reported university. A professional qualification equivalent to degree and minimum of 2 years working experience is also accepted for as an entry qualification. Students, those are having mature and high potential candidates without degree equivalent qualifications. We also accept the diploma or advanced diploma with more than 6 years work experience in the related industry as a supervisory or managerial level. We also accept the student those who are mature and high potential candidates even without diploma qualification, but with more than 8 years of working experience, of which at least 3 years at the supervisory or managerial level. Student need to demonstrate an English language proficiency in order to participate in the program, as this program is taught and delivered in English. Proficiency of English include either a recognized English proficiency testing score of IELTS or overall band of 5.5 or equivalent. Those having undertaking either an undergraduate or professional qualification taught and assessed in English will also be accepted as having met the English proficiency, right? So I hope this is clear. Now, this is an important part. I want all of you to concentrate here. Masters of Business Administration. The first one is General MBA. We also have Specialization MBA in Hospitality Management, MBA Specialization in Marketing, MBA Specialization in Finance, Specialization in Blockchain Management and Talent Management, right? So you can decide now which route you want to go. And if you want to do specialization, which one? Now, for all the specialization, candidates must demonstrate either one of these. Now, if you want to do a specialization, either in hospitality or marketing or finance or blockchain management. Student must have at least their bachelor in the respective field. For example, a student who have done their bachelor BA in the hospitality management, they can straight away go for specialization in hospitality management. That is, the qualification is very straightforward. There is no question about that. Or a student might have a different discipline in the bachelor, but they want to do a specialization in marketing. In that case, RPEL, recognition of prior experiential learning, that means you need to have a working experience in the marketing industry, at least for 3 years. We also accept it. So if you want to do a specialization, two-way, either your bachelor need to have the similar field, or you need to have a working experience in the same field for at least 3 years. Right? Let's move on. Now, irrespective of what specialization you're doing, all the students need to do 6 taught modules, right? The modules like cross-cultural management, strategic management, strategic human capital management, corporate governance, ethics and CSR, corporate social responsibility, business innovation, entrepreneurship, and leading change. All of you need to understand this very attentively, because this is how Brittany University is different from the others, traditional universities. Now, all the 6 modules will be delivered, each module in every month. And there won't be any assignment or final exam, right? 1A, I'm talking about 1A. Each module will be delivered, 6 modules in 6 months' time. And there won't be any assignment or final exam. Now, you might be thinking how your work will be assessed, how will be your assessment criteria. Now, if you look into 1B, they are saying endpoint assessment or integrated workplace work portfolio. So let's say this month you are studying cross-cultural management. Your lecturer will indicate you what are the things you need to prepare. There will be tasks given to you and you need to prepare. And same way goes for the strategic management, strategic human capital management, corporate governance and ethics and CSR, or like all 6 modules. And then 6 module, 6 lecturer, I mean, each module lecturer will give you a different task, which student need to compile, and they have to prepare a report. The word count for that report would be 4,000 to 5,000 words, and we call it endpoint assessment. Now, in my later slides, I will show you how to prepare and what would be the requirements for endpoint assessment, right? So at the moment, you just remember for MBA, you need to do 6 taught modules. And after completing the 6 taught modules, you need to do 1 endpoint assessment, right? Or integrated workplace work portfolio. The word count is 4,000 to 5,000. The time will be given around 2 months to prepare this. But those students, let's say, end of each module, when you are doing it, it won't take even 1 month for you, right? So 1A done, 1B done. Now, next one is work-based project. Some university, they call it dissertation. Some university call it thesis. In Brittany, we call it work-based project, right? So work-based project, if you look into this, 1A, 1B, and 2, there's a few steps you need to follow. The steps like, for each work-based project, there will be a methodology class provided. After completion of your methodology class, you need to prepare a proposal, which says stage B, 1B, stage 1B. So once you submit your proposal and your proposal is accepted, then a supervisor will be allocated for you. Then you will start your final project, which is work-based project. Now, remember earlier I showed you specialization. Let's say a student wants to do specialization in hospitality management. So the work-based project or the topic would be in that field. I mean, hospitality management. Excuse me. A student wants to do specialization in marketing. So the work-based project would be, topic would be somewhere in marketing, vice versa. So once you complete your work-based project, your MBA is complete. This is how it will complete. So I repeat, you will start with 6 taught modules. After completion of 6 taught modules, you will be doing endpoint assessment. The word count is 4,000 to 5,000 words in between. Once you complete your endpoint assessment, then you will proceed to work-based project or thesis or dissertation, whatever you call it. And that work-based project, the word count is 8,000 plus minus 10%. So once you complete this, your considered MBA is done. Now let's look into the process. In stage 1, 6 taught module, and you need to attend in 6 months. Attend 6 months for the modular. Now, there will be a face-to-face or blended method depending from where you are registered. You need to contact your center. So these 6 modules will be delivered. Upon completion of the 6th module, endpoint assessment. And this endpoint assessment will relate it to all 6 taught modules. You will get 2 months time. 6 plus 2 is 8 months already. So end of 8 months, we expect your endpoint assessment is completed. You have submitted to the university, and then you will proceed to your work-based project. Work-based project, the duration is minimum 3 months, maximum 6 months. We always advise our students to complete it within 4 to 5 months. Do not wait until 6 months, because then you might be rushing, right? Then your degree will be awarded by Britain University, UCAM, and Bern, right? So the total duration of the program, we are expecting 12 to 15 months. Now, let's look into the support, program support. How do we support our student? We schedule live lecture via Zoom apps. Orientation by the program leader, the one what I'm doing today. After that, each module, you will receive 2 lectures from the module leader. For EPA, there will be another lecturer assigned, and you will also be assigned a supervisor to guide you through your work-based project. So this is the live lecture via Zoom apps. Besides this, we also provide resources to our students. Now, resources consist of PowerPoints. We give some video links from the expert. We also provide articles or journals, electronic books, online academic and industry database for ebooks, journals via ProQuest. We also provide the guidelines for your thesis, endpoint assessment, or even your work-based project. All these things are uploaded in your student portal. Now, this is how your student portal look like. This is the home page. You need to sign as a student. There are different access for admin, teachers, and learning center. So for you guys, you need to use as a student. Your ID and password you should receive it by now. If not, you contact your center, right? So you just write your username and password. You should be able to log in. Now, once you log in, this is how your homepage look like. You have your events, any events happening, you will receive notifications, social learning, and also for your LMS. This is the important part for your student, learning management system. In short, it is LMS. Now, for example, today or this month, you are taking leading change. Example, so you see number 1, introduction, number 2, section 1. When you click to introduction, you will be seeing all the notes, all the resources. These notes consist of your PowerPoint, your article, your journals, your notes in the Word file. All the files will be uploaded there, right? On the right hand, you see the discussion. If you have any issues with the subject, you can always write here to your module leader. So your module leader will respond. So at the down, you can see there's the option you want to share with your teacher or the other students. It's up to you who you want to direct your discussion. Then you see, this is how once you click to the introduction, all things will come up. These are like what you call PDF file. These are like PowerPoint file, Word file. All the information files are uploaded. This includes information, your guidelines, and also the notes. You see that this is the subject-related notes, key changes, theories, models, and framework. You click there once, then you see all these things will be appearing. So you get all the notes are there. And these are the video links, so you can watch to gain more insights to your topics. Right. Now, you will be also receiving the electronic books or the textbooks. You see, this will be under your resource tab. The moment you click to your resource tab, you see the textbook. For example, for leading change, there are 4 textbooks. Leading organization, HRM management, leadership. These are the textbooks you can download and read to support your studies. Besides this, we also have online library. So in the online library, we call it LIRN, which is Library and Information Resources Access. All the students are provided the access. Once you click to this will appear like this. LIRN, Learning Information Resources. The moment you click into this, you will be directed here, right? Then you can search whatever you need. You need journal, or you need articles, or you need any resources you want. For example, these are the topics it will appear in the home page. So as a business student, you need to click on the business topics. If you're looking to the resources related to business, then it will appear like this again. And then whatever the journal you want, Asian or European Business Collection, information, global information collection, whatever you like, you want accounting related books or banking related collections, etc. So you can choose. There are a lot: business market, business research, all the e-books. So ProQuest, for example, for your information, ProQuest dissertation means all the students from the different universities throughout the world, they do a collection, right? So ProQuest, you can see the student who already completed their PhD or DBA or MBA, you can see that their theses, right? So example, you click here, you choose as Asian and European Business Collection from there, the previous page. Then you want to look for something related to your research or your topics. For example, you search like business, and you see, like say you are doing research on artificial intelligence, and you just put artificial intelligence and business application. You see 110,572 results appears. These results consist of your textbook, your different articles, journals, previous students' theses. All the resources are there. plenty of resources are there, right? Now, this is like another topic like business strategy. The moment you click to the second topic or second lecture, business strategy, see all the resources are there. All the resources are there. So plenty of resources. This is another example from the module called Business Innovation and Entrepreneurship, right? Endpoint assessment. For endpoint assessment, also the materials are provided in your student portal. It will look like this. Now, this is how your endpoint assessment cover page look like, right? Now, let's talk more about the endpoint assessment. Earlier I showed endpoint assessment, the topic will be given from all 6 dot modules. And all 6 dot module, the task you are given, you need to demonstrate in your writing, in your endpoint assessment writing, 3 things. You need to be very careful here and very attentive. This is how we are different from other universities. We do not go for any specific assignment or final exam where we need endpoint assessment. And endpoint assessment, we need you, all the students need to demonstrate 3 things, which is knowledge, skills, behavior, or attribute. Now, let's say you have studied the leading change. So leading change, you need to demonstrate the knowledge. What you have learned. The body of knowledge you learn. What are the things that you have learned? New things, which you didn't know before. Key of the knowledge, unlearn. After completing the module, what are the things you find is obsolete, is no longer applicable to the market? And knowledge relearn. So the moment you find something, this is irrelevant, then you must know what is relevant now. So in knowledge, you need to demonstrate what are the things you have learned, new, completely new. What are the things that you knew before, but after completing this module, you find that, oh, this information or this knowledge I have is irrelevant, is outdated. So you got a new information, new knowledge, right? So that is knowledge relearn. So that's all about the knowledge. Then skills. Key skills lacking at the commencement of the program. For example, leading change. In organization, we need change from time to time. Even during this COVID period, we need to adjust, we need to change, all right? So the skills are, after completing this module, what are things, the key skills lacking in the commencement, but you have, after completing the module, you have achieved it, or you have gained it. So you need to demonstrate, probably give some examples. Key new skills acquired or improved. What are the skills or the new skills you have acquired throughout this module? Perhaps you give some examples which you didn't know before. This knowledge or skills you have gained after completing this module. Behavior, discovery of key behavior which are important of your work performance, right? After going through this leading change, perhaps you notice that the method that you used to do before doesn't work. So you learn something and you find this is helping to improve your performances, improvement of the previous known key behavior. So this is the way you need to demonstrate your knowledge, skills, behavior or attribute at your workplace. Of course, your module leader, or each module, there will be a lecturer. He or she will be guiding you further how to do this reflective learning log. Now, second is evidence-based approaches for the portfolio. Now, let's say you have achieved your you have learned some knowledges, new knowledges, and you have brought some changes into the behavior. And after the application of this new knowledge and all, you got accredited, or no, you got noticed by your HR and you got a promotion. You see, this is the kind of, you can attach this letter within with your endpoint assessment. This is kind of evidence. Or you have improved in your communication at the workplace. So you also need to, you can take the communication sample or a screenshot of the email before joining the program and after joining the program, and you can take as an what you call evidence, and you can also attach with your endpoint assessment. Perhaps you are handling the customers in a better way, and you got a feedback, or your customer give a good feedback. You can also take this and take as an evidence, right? The next one is, okay, these are the strategic management, the module based for what body of knowledge are required. For strategic management knows how to shape your organizational vision. So after completing this module, you should know about how to organizational vision, culture, and values. You also need to understand the importance of strategic management process, including strategic analysis, strategy formulation, developing new strategy execution, and implementation. Also, you need to learn the strategy evaluation and control. You also need to understand the internal and external environment implications for strategy development, right? For business innovation and entrepreneurship, from this module, you are expected to acquire the knowledge needed to manage the development of innovations, right? To recognize and evaluate potential opportunities to monetize these innovations, to plan specific and detailed methods to exploit these opportunities, formulation of business plan, and to acquire the resources necessary to implement these plans for new venture creations. For the module strategic management, students are expected to use the environmental scanning and conceptualization of deliver high performance strategies, focusing on the growth and sustainable outcomes. They need to set a clear agenda and stakeholder gains. Students also need to be able to undertake the full process of strategic management process, from analysis to strategic evaluation and control, and craft strategic plan effectively. From the business innovation and entrepreneurship, for the skill-wise, the skill that students are expected to examine the process by which innovation is fostered, managed, and commercialized. Any innovation which is not commercialized is not innovation, it's a discovery, bear in mind. Effectively and efficiently to evaluate the potential new business opportunities. These are the skills students are required to obtain or achieve after completing the business innovation and entrepreneurship module. Students are also expected to develop a business model for a new business venture, including revenue, margins, operations, working capital, and investment. Students are also need to write a clear, concise, and compelling business plan for new ventures. These are the skills. Let's look into the, what we call the behavioral dimension. What are the behavior? For example, leading change. It is confident and brave, willing to innovate, seek new ideas, and looks for the contingencies, because sometimes even in during COVID, people cannot execute the plan which they did it before. They need to have some contingency or plan B. Manages complexity and ambiguity, comfortable in uncertainty, which is pragmatic. Also need to have the high levels of self-awareness, emotional and social intelligence, empathy and compassion, and able to identify the mental well-being of in others, work collaboratively and enabling empowerment and delegation. Acts with humility and authenticity, is credible and confined and resilient. For the module corporate governance and ethics and CSR, the behavioral dimension like take personal accountability aligned to a clear values, demonstrate flexibility and willingness to challenge when making decision and solving problems, instill the confidence and demonstrating honesty, integrity, and openness and trust. So these are the three dimensions: knowledge, skills, and behavioral dimension from all the modules. All the information I'm sharing with now, you will be getting it when you take the module. For example, let's say this month you're taking leading change. So the module guide you will be receiving, you will know what are the skills dimension, what are the knowledge dimension, or what are the behavioral dimension that student need to achieve. And your lecturer or the module leader, of course, will guide you how to reflect in your endpoint assessment. So I repeat this because 6 module, then you will take, it will take 2 months to complete your endpoint assessment. As I mentioned to you earlier, that if you, let's say, today you are completing cross-cultural management, and the 3 aspects like knowledge, skills, or behavior, the task given by your lecturer, if you do it immediately, so it would be easier for you to complete the endpoint assessment within the shorter period of time, perhaps in 1 month, just to compile and get it done. Then you will be given you will be proceed to the work-based project, and work-based project will start with the methodology class. After the methods, then you will be asked to prepare your research proposal. Then once your proposal is approved, a supervisor will be assigned who will be guiding your work-based project throughout. Now, this is how the endpoint assessment cover sheet look like. Index number, I'm sure all of you got your index number, your full name, your program, then center of the study, which center, and the facilitator's name. For each module, there will be 1 facilitator, and for endpoint assessment, there will be another facilitator. Now, this is how your marks will be allocated. This is how your endpoint assessment will be evaluated. For 6 module, strategic management, it will be 18%. Strategic human resource, 16%. Leading change, 16%. Cross-cultural management, 16%. Business innovation and entrepreneurship, and also CSR will be another 18% and 16%. So total is 100%, right? So each module under the marks weightage will be evaluated separately, but you will prepare a single report, endpoint assessment. The word count, as I mentioned, 4,000 to 5,000 words. So that's why how you will move to your work-based project, and this is how work-based project module look like. Introduction, you will be having all of your forms like your cover sheet, your plagiarism report and all. And under the resources step, you will be having your textbook like research methodology and all. And this is how you will be preparing your work-based project. This is the cover page. This is a sample content. So there will be basically 5 chapters your supervisor will be guiding through: introduction, literature review, research methodology, data analysis, and the last chapter is the conclusion and recommendation. So this is how it look like, the contents, table of contents. And the last part, the final degree award, your endpoint assessment and your work-based project will be counted separately. The grading will be your pass, merit, or distinction. Anything between 50 to 59 is pass. 0 to 49 fail. So 50 to 59 is pass, 60 to 69% is merit, and anything above 70% is considered distinction. So there will be 3 awarding grades. Now, this is all about the presentation. Now let's go to your question and answer. I'm sure that all of you have question. We start with Mr. Hanifa. Welcome, please.
Thank you. Thanks for this.
Any questions so far? You'd like to clarify anything?
Yeah, yes, sir. Now each of those 6 modules,
right,
we need to write nearly 4,000 words each.
No. Each of the module, there will be a specific task, and all 6 module will have 6 tasks, and you will compile in one report, which will be 4,000 to 5,000. We call it endpoint assessment.
Okay, altogether, only we'll have to write 4,000 words.
4,000 to 5,000, yeah.
4,000 to 5,000. Yes.
Correct.
That includes all the 6 modules, no, sir?
Yes.
Okay. That's the clarification I need. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions, sir? All right. If you have no other question, then we move to Mallika, sorry.
The evidence is compulsory to endpoint assessment?
Yes. Evidence, you need to demonstrate 3 aspects: knowledge, skills, and behavior. Now, behavioral things normally is evidence-based. How you show your behavior. So it's evidence-based, right? And knowledge also can be evidence-based, that you develop or you learn something new. Even your skills can be evidence-based. You got something or develop something new. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other question? Right. Next, we move to Lahiro.
Yes, actually, I understood everything, so no more questions. So I also had a question for that. Each module, each report, we want to give 4,000 words. No, I got that answer. So all right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So if you have no other questions, you need to do a favor.
I hope we'll be getting a recording of these things.
Yes, this session is recorded. But I need all of your favor as a standard practice of Britain University. You just see a chat box. I shared a feedback form. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. I need your feedback so that we can improve further. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Once you're done, just let me know. Then we end our session today.
Very good clarity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are you done with the survey?
Yes, yes, I understood everything very clearly, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Thanks,
Well,
Brittany.
Okay. I have also shared my email address. If any question or anything you need, write to me.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Then we end our session here.
Thanks, God bless you. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.